So, hi. What the? How am I that? I thought I left you. Girl, I control my dreams. At least I think I control my world. It could be broken for all I know. Just a guy. Ah, yes. You will. Seems like the sun is departing. But I can imagine you. Because last I knew, I can imagine something become real or fake. Ah, you can, but you can't. Not this time. Your world is broken. Luckily, you have me. Was hoping for like a girl to tell me my ways. Like I haven't had like enough boy experiences.
That's better. That's better.
That's that's better. Okay, look, we're just a man. Yeah, and I was just a hater. I still do. Doesn't matter. Both have been through everything. Both. What makes you say that? Look, lady, I don't have a problem. Don't need a problem. You both should do. What do you mean, do well without you? We're doing fine. Huh. She just disappeared. Any clue what we do now? What we do now? You still owe me. Do not still own you. Yes, you do? Sophia, don't need to own each other. You're right. We don't. Neither do you. Always the one with the bright ideas, aren't you? I control my own world. I found that out. Realized our friendship wasn't. Box that out or not. It was a lie. Why did you trust me? I don't know. Wherever we are, whatever adventures we have next, we can work this out. You expect me to believe you? Funny. I have no clue where we are, and neither do I. I know it's daytime here. The heck was that? What was what? I'll go check the perimeter. Your queenness. There has been something down outside of the castle. What on earth do you mean? Mark? Don't know, but it's something terrible. It's not attacking our city yet, but it will. What is this thing? The weather storm has been destroyed. Other stuff have been destroyed. I do not understand your giant questions. Your Majesty, I believe it comes outside the scepter. What on earth? If you wish to send an army, I there. I can send an army. An army. It has been 13 years since the winter storm. We do not need another monstrosity. Haven't you heard? There is another monstrosity. I received word that your sister, Jessie, had stopped the wither storm, went through nether portal, or whatever they're called, and right now is facing an admin. An admin? Gosh, she's good. She never had to face anything when I was waiting. Perhaps there's something that we need. Perhaps so. The wither storm coming. This can only mean two of one things. Another windstorm has been created somewhere in the world. We find it. I understand, Your Majesty, but your sister, Mark, there is two different storylines. My sister might be facing a wither storm. Some old builders and others. But I never once faced anything. What shall we do? If you go to the stone, where's the old or the stone? Nowhere to be found, Your Majesty. Our worlds merged after the great storm. Tell me, these heroes' greatest adventure would lead them to an unknown world, filled with unknown promises. There was the engineer. Really? The engineer? Yes. Known to being smart and savvy. She wore no armor, always had a thing up her sleeve. She held a purple diamond sword for intense looking. Then there was their cool but savvy headband person. He loved to look at whatever his team looked at. He also had a weapon. Wasn't a diamond sword, but a diamond red pickaxe. Could we hurry this along? Then we have the most iconic one of them all. The one that cared about everything in nature. She had a heart on her shirt, a passion for animals. She held a diamond shovel, like rainbows. Then we have our last two members. Well, last member, I should say. Which was the most valuable of all. Their main goal was to find the one thing that mankind desperately never wanted to find. A home? No, not a home. You're telling the story. I'm just listening. We'll tell you after I tell you the last elusive member of the team, the leader, the one with the knight out, you know, little. Yes, I figured. Last, he held the most insane weapon, an orange axe. An orange axe. They would lead to the bottom. Uh huh. So obviously they were holding an axe. Save all questions until the end of the story. They also had this cool green torch which wasn't invented yet. So what happened after? Anything could have happened. But you're wondering as much as I'm wondering. They knew the road would be a bit rocky. So before the last fight that they would have had faced, they did one thing and one thing only. They went deep below ground. Yeah, that makes sense. They went deep below ground for what? Are you gonna interrupt my story every single time? Sorry, I thought you would get to like a point or something. Ugh. They went deep below ground to find treasures, items, mysteries. I can't. What's the point? Like, I get they found items, I get that, but they're called the Order of the Dark for a reason. They ain't the Order of the Stone, who would have slayed an Ender Dragon. They would have done one better, if they weren't cowards. The story makes no sense, though. But who's the one telling the story? And who's the one listening? Still don't know how you know the story, Mark. Say, they tried finding something. Took a while, but eventually, yeah, eventually what? Well, they found it eventually. But back then, there were no seeds. Unfortunately, if there were seeds, they would find it very easily. So they basically just kept going until the point where they couldn't no more. They don't call it the deep dark for no reason. Or do they call it that for no reason? Honestly, I'm never sure, so like, let's just say, do you even know where the deep dark is? Of course I know. Everyone. I didn't. They were so good at what they did. They'd find it eventually. Huh. Like I said, there were no seeds. They also, at some point, found a hidden mine shaft. Are you sure that's on the storyline? I'm trying to tell a story. The truth. So you're telling me that somehow, in the deep dark, without finding anything else, they managed to find it, but then lost track of it. It's kind of hard to tell a story if you're going to interrupt every little bit. At this point, it's not even a story. It's just you figuring out what to place to where. It's telling the story, me or you. Anyway, the deep dark was no place to joke about, though. They would end the warden for sacrificing one of themselves. Wait, one? How many characters were there? Five. Unlike the oldest town who only had four. I'm pretty sure they had five, though. Oh, quiet! I'm trying to storytell. They all slay the. You said that twice. I'm trying to make it sound better than what the Order of Stone sounds like. So you're saying, why am I heard about? They're legendary. No one ever talks about. Wait, what about all this stuff that you said? Well, they decided that they didn't need it, so they went with normal weapons. Still carried on with the weapons they already had. The fifth and newest member had no clue what to do. There was only like literally one. They were the first five to create the weapons. Of the weapons we know of nowadays, silence, but yes, they all carried one weapon each, of each color. Okay, you're gonna talk through my whole entire thing? God, they had every color except for nether, right? There were six of them. The leader and most obvious one would have to use wood. Okay, so minus copper, there was only. Wait, so what happens with copper or netherite thing? Because it wasn't at the time. No one knew what those things were. Also, they didn't wear armor because it wasn't invented yet. But they would end once and for all with the five weapons of the original weaponry: iron, stone, became the Order of the Dirt. But the Order of the Stone had literally the same exact weapons. No, the Order of the Stone used fancier weapons. The person that kept the same weapon was Gabriel. Now let's move on. Of course, to get a wither, they would have to make their own story, since the Order of the Stone kind of stole the other story. And of course he did. It's true, and it knows. The first, the leader, went on to find out truly. Wouldn't you know? Never mess with the warning. Slay it, no matter what. It'd have to be sneaky. Who knows what treasure lies beneath the surface? The leader wept, but in return the other four met the warden. Sacrifices had to be made. By using the power of electricity, they awarded in return the green to ending the mob that did it all. The rest of them straight to an unknown portal. I tried lighting it, but it did nothing. Who knows where they are? Exactly why we must. We must fix the problem. You do seem to be right. One the others. Somebody